Hi, boys and girls. Today we're doing Chapter 11, Lesson 4, Solving Math Problems. Your learning intention is I am learning to solve problems using math so I can accurately weigh things. And that's important to be able to do. So let's look at our pages that we're working on. We're going to be doing pages 651, 652, and 653 in our math book. So get out your math book and let's do page 651. A lot of these word problems are just like doing other word problems. So for most of them, you can use your 3-read strategy. This one, though, you really can't. So the bucket balance shows the mass of 1 marker. What is the mass of 5 markers? So find the unknown. Okay, so there's 8 grams in in the bucket, and that's the weight of 1 marker. There's 8 grams in one bucket, there's a marker in the other bucket, so that's the weight of that marker. So but for 5 of them, then we need to find out what that would be. So we multiply 8 times 5. Okay, so they want us to actually weigh these, but you guys don't have bucket balances at home, so you have to take my word for it. So 5 markers are 8 grams each. Oh, no, they're just telling you. I thought they were giving instructions. Sorry. Use mass weights on one side of the balance and the object on the other side. When the sides are balanced, the objects have the same mass. So basically what they're explaining to you is that you put these mass weights that are over here in the blue box on the right, you would put them into the bucket on the left side. Well, you have to put the pens in first. You put the 5 markers in, and then you would add the weights on the left side until the bucket balanced or close to balanced perfectly, and then you would count up the weights that go in there. So anyway, 5 markers are 8 grams each, so you multiply 8 times 5. So we know that by skip counting by 5s up 8 fingers, 8 times 5 is 40. So the unknown is 40 grams. So the mass of 5 markers is 40 grams. Now, notice over here, helpful hint, you can also use repeated addition. Okay, 8 and 8 is 16. 8 and 8 is 16, plus 8 more. Okay, 16 plus 16 is 32. Oh, 6 and 6 is 12. Sorry, I made an extra line there. 6 and 6 is 12. You put down the 2 in the ones place. You have a 1 in the tens place, so you carry that to the tens. 1, 2, 3, that's 32, plus 8 more. That is 40. Okay, so let's move on to the next page. Example 2. What is the total mass of the 2 pieces of fruit? Write an equation with the letter for the unknown, then solve. So if we want to know the total, the word total tells us that we are either adding or multiplying. Oops, sorry. I forgot to switch to marker. So the word total tells us we're either adding or multiplying. And since we have 2 different numbers, we can't multiply, so we have to add. So my marker's not working. There we go. So we are going to add those 2. So add to find the unknown. 216 plus 132 equals F. F is the unknown. Probably used F because of fruit. So 216 plus 132 equals how many grams? We're going to write it over here in the workbox. Remember, in 3rd grade, we always stack our addition and subtraction. So we're going to add. 6 plus 2 is 8. 1 plus 3 is 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. So the unknown is 348 grams. The unknown is 348 grams, or 348. So the 2 pieces of fruit have a combined mass of 348 grams. Okay, now we're going to do the guided practice, and you know how this works. I will explain it to you. You will pause the video, put in your answer, then unpause the video and see if you got it right. If you didn't get it right, fix it and figure out what you did wrong so you don't do it again. Okay, so you're going to write an equation with a letter for the unknown, then solve. So what is the mass of 9 buttons? So look at the balance scale. 1 button on one side is 4 grams. So if you have 9 of those, so write your number sentence, use a letter for the unknown, and pause your video. Don't try to solve it yet. Let's just get the equation down. Pause your video. Okay, so I like to put my button number first. It doesn't matter because of commutative property, but my groups are really the buttons. So I have 9 buttons. Oops, sorry, I keep forgetting to switch to marker. I have 9 buttons, so that's going to be my groups, times 4 equals, and I'm going to use B for buttons. If you used a different letter, that's fine. If you wrote 4 times 9, that's fine as well. It's not a problem. Okay, so now I want you to multiply 9 times 4. Tell me what the unknown is. Pause the video. Okay, 9 times 4 is 36. You can use repeated addition or count by 4s to find that out. So 36 equals B. My unknown is 36. Okay, let's do the next problem. What is the mass of 1 jack? Okay, so we see that we have 30 grams on one side, but we have 6 jacks on the other side. So 6 jacks is equal to 30 grams. So you're going to figure out the mass of 1 jack. So let's first write this as a multiplication equation and put in our unknown, and then we're going to just make it a multiplication equation for right now. Okay, so we have 6 jacks. We don't know how much each jack weighs. Oh, 6 times, no, we don't know. Yeah, we don't know what each jack weighs. Sorry, I drew a blank there for a second. But we do know that it equals 30 grams. Okay, now, because one of our factors is an unknown, then we need to use the inverse operation to figure it out. The inverse operation is division. So we're going to go ahead and write a division sentence. Remember that your total needs to go first. So pause your video, write a division sentence with your total first and your unknown after the equal sign. Okay, so this is how it should look. So 30 is your total. This is your total over here. And I forgot to use a letter for the unknown, so let's use J for Jack. So 30 divided by 6 equals J. Now I want you to pause your video and figure out what J equals. Okay, so 30 divided by 6 is 5. So 5 equals J. So 1 jack is equal to 5 grams. And we need to label our answer. There we go, 5 grams. All right, let's look at your independent practice for today. If you had trouble with that, go back and look at the video again, and so that you know what to do. Okay, so for your independent practice, you're going to write an equation with a letter for the unknown, then solve. It's going to be just like your guided practice was. I want to see the equation with the unknown, then I want to see the answer underneath. Okay, so you have one book is 363 grams. The golf ball has a mass of 45 grams. What is the mass of the baseball? Ooh, if you have the baseball and the golf ball on one side and they equal 190 grams, what is just the mass of the baseball? What is the mass of one of these dominoes? That one you would set up like the second guided practice. Okay, then you're going to find each unknown here. You're missing a factor on number 6, so you might want to use your inverse operation. Same thing for number 7, but the inverse operation of addition is subtraction. So you'll want to use the inverse operation of addition to solve number 7. Remember that your total goes first. Okay, and then number 8, you're going to use the inverse operation, but it doesn't matter which one goes first. And then number 9, you're going to use the inverse operation, and it does not matter which number goes first. Okay? You're going to write the unknowns here on the blue blanks. Okay, there you go. That's your math for tonight.